with you guys one of the cool things about permaculture and when it comes to gardening is that we're trying to mimic as much as we can what happens in nature, and to start to limit our dependence on external sources. So, you know, normally we go into the shops to buy our seeds and to get everything we need to make our gardens, and then we bring them back home to create it. Well, my way of thinking is, how can we use everything that we can we already have in our homes to create the food abundance for our family? So in the next few weeks, I just wanted to show you a few different things that I've learned along the way, a few different cool tips about how we can grow things directly from stuff that we may already have in the kitchen. And this week I thought we could talk a little bit about the pineapple, because it's summer season now. We're coming into the hottest part of the year, and you go into the fruit shops and pineapple and other things are quite abundant. It's also going to be rainy season, and it's hot and it's humid, so we're getting really close to this kind of tropical time of year, and so why not? This is going to be a really nice accompaniment to the garden. A lot of the students that I've had have always been really surprised about how pineapples grow, and most of us have this idea that they, you know, maybe they're coming off a tree, or I don't know, we've never really thought about how pineapples reproduce themselves. But it's actually what it is, you know, the top of the pineapple plant, we can keep them, and if you put them in the ground, they will actually grow into another plant, and in about a year or two time, depending on what species you have, in the middle there will pop out a brand new pineapple that you can then harvest. And also, the other cool thing that it does is that it will grow little babies as well. So baby pineapple suckers, or plants, whatever, will grow out the side at the same time, so then you can take them off and you can plant them in your garden for the following year's crop. So it's really cool. So you can start off with a few one year, and then every year you're going to exponentially kind of grow your production of pineapples. And you know, why not? This is something that we're just going to throw out into the compost anyway, so why not pop it in the backyard, and then we get some supplies for next year. So it's really cool, and it's so simple to do. The trick that I like to use, which I've been shown, is we just grow it in a pot of water for a week, just to kind of develop the roots. And so how I do it is, when I get my pineapple from the fruit and veg shop and I'm about to cut it up to eat it, first of all I twist off the top, which is this part. I twist that off the top of the pineapple. So these first few leaves, I normally rip them off. I've already done that, so I'm not going to do it again, but I take off the first few layers, and then it'll expose the bottom part of this of the head, right? And then if I sit that in a container of water, over the next week all these little roots have grown. So these weren't here 1 week ago, and they've just grown from sitting in the water on my windowsill. And it's super easy. And now that's ready to pop into the garden. And because pineapples, they feed from the top, so when I plant it in the garden, I'm not going to dig a big hole or something like that. I'm just going to dig enough that I can make it nice and sturdy in the ground, and then water that with the rain, and it's pretty much ready to go. You don't need too much fertilizer for these guys, so you can pretty much just pop them in and let them do their thing. And then next year you should have some nice pineapple production for your backyard. So thank you for watching, and next week we'll bring you some more little tips about what we can grow straight from the kitchen.